Hi folks, this is a quick video today about getting your guitar sound into the mixing desk and out to your audience. Now, numerous ways you can do this, numerous ways I do this. Sometimes I'll use a modeler and use the IRs there. Sometimes I'll take a line out from the amp and I'll go through this little Sonny Cake IR loader, which does the job fine. It's quite a good, useful little unit. Nice and cheaper. I would recommend you have one of these in your gig bag. If you have a search, I've done a little video on that. Not expensive. However, my preferred way is still a good old-fashioned microphone and a good old-fashioned SM57 by Shure. Except my good old-fashioned Shure SM57 did a good old-fashioned vanishing act, and I don't know where on earth it ever went. It never made the trip over to France 5 years ago. So it's long gone. But I wanted a new mic. I didn't want to spend a lot of money on a mic, so I just opted for this, which is the Behringer SL75 C. So they didn't even spend much time renaming it. They took the 57 and swapped it round. Comes in a nice little box, as you see, well padded, as you see, microphone clip with it, so that's handy, that's usable. In fact, the Shure doesn't even come with that, it comes in a little case, if I remember rightly. Anyway, in the context of playing live, and all my stuff is based on playing live, all my videos tend to be based around things working live. I'll say that this is perfectly good, if not as good as an SM57, because you're in a situation where you really cannot tell the difference. And I can't tell the difference. And I used a 57 for the best part of 20 years. And I really cannot tell the difference because I like this set just off centre at the edge of the dust cap on a Celestion Vintage 30. So all very standard stuff. However, if that moves from there to there, or from there to there, from there to there. Now you've probably hardly seen my hand move. I've not been doing this. If I move that 5mm, the sound is completely different coming out of front of house. So being too fussy about your microphone choice should really just come down to reliability. And this thing is built. It's not quite as heavy as this SM57, but do you know, you could lob this at your drummer and this will survive. The drummer might not. So, honestly, doesn't come with a switch. Great, that's one less thing. But because you're playing, or I'm playing live, and I'm dealing with so many variables, whether it's a bit of a windy stage if I'm outdoors, whether it's a boomy stage, and you're getting reverberation from underneath, whether this is on a stage that's made out of pallets or a little bit of metal framing and you're jumping about and the whole thing slightly walks. 5mm is all it takes for your sound to be completely different. So, to be brutally honest, this is more consistent than your environment. And they're €24. That to me was an absolute no-brainer. In fact, I think I'd ordered something like, I think it was like €50 of things, and I needed to spend €69 to get free delivery. So I just popped that in as something to make up the order to get the free delivery. So it really made it even cheaper thinking that way. It's kind of a funny economy, but you know what I mean. And I've been delighted with this. More than delighted. In fact, I will put it into some situations for you. If you've never used a microphone in front of an amp, I would recommend you get one of these at €24. if you have a really nice microphone, whether you have a genuine SM57 or something else you like, and you're just not wanting to take it out touring, to the pub, to the bar, to the hall. You're not wanting it to get beer spilled on it, or kicked, or knocked over, or somebody trying to help you tidy up and losing it, like mine disappeared. €24, you're not going to be really distraught if it goes missing. And if you tend to use a line out from your amp, not from a modeler, but from an amp, if you tend to use a line out from your amp and you're still running a speaker cabinet, I would also say get one. First of all, it's a backup. Secondly, you can then have your line out and you can have a mic out and do a blend, and that can sound absolutely massive. It's a phenomenal sound. And the other thing is, you know fine well that you turn up to a gig and the drummer's forgot a mic, or your singer's forgot a mic, or you've got somebody else wanting to join in sometimes, which has happened, and you go, oh, I don't have a mic. Well, €24, and that does the job. I've not tried their version of an SM58, but if it's as equally consistent as this, then great. I'm going to actually end up getting another one of these just to have as a spare, but it seems reliable, it's tough, it's been thrown around the back of the car, and it's came out unscathed. So, nice short video. The Behringer SL75 C comes in a box, does the job for live playing adequately. No doubt if you're recording at home, it will do that adequately as well. There's no doubt about it. The sound quality is excellent. And just because it's €24, I would say do not be put off with it. And I'm plugging it into some, decent speakers, decent guitars, the crazy thing is I've got a £3,000 Ibanez there, €3,000 Ibanez, into, not that expensive an amps, but still €550 amp, into another cabinet that's €400, €500 for a cabinet, and I'm miking it with a €24 mic. And that's not a weak link. So, bargain buy, nice quick video. Hope you have a lovely weekend, and I hope there's some live music involved in that somewhere, and I'll have a new video for you very, very soon, so please like and subscribe, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.